It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Next on Madden Football.
With a winter chill gripping much of the nation, no such worries today here in the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. But, Charles, a lot of optimism here in the Sunshine State about these Jaguars. They're the defending AFC South champs. They won a playoff game last year and gave the Chiefs all they could handle in the divisional round.
And last season was seen as one where they were just going to try and rebuild and regroup. And they did all of those things and then exceeded expectations. Quietly, they've amassed a lot of talent, and they expect to make another run in their division.
And meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, I think everybody seems ready to turn the page from 2022. A tough finish down the stretch. Some wacky plays in that loss to the Bengals in the wild card round. They just want to reset and come out swinging in 2023.
Oh, I love how you just expressed that. You're exactly right. Reset and come out and playing Ravens football again. And look, they had some anxious moments in the offseason. Now, a sigh of relief. They have their key pieces in place. They're ready to attack.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Jacksonville. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action now. Lawrence. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. Now Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Lawrence going to throw again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. Shoves him aside, and he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
To throw is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Powering forward. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he works free. Still fighting for more. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, connecting with Kohler. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
4th down, here's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
At the 16-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
2nd and short. That's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. It sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Jones has it. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Edwards will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Etienne. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
And the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Ball on the 39. Here's second down at a yard. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. 38-yard line, second and 9. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, so many times in games we see the most difficult acrobatic catches, whether it's on offense or even interceptions. In this case, this ball's tipped and popped up in the air, and it looks like a chance for a pick. And guess what? For whatever reason, they just couldn't finish the play.
Like somebody thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. And they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. Touchdown. Zay Flowers, 37 yards. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now Lawrence to throw. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the shotgun, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. First down now, but that clock rolling. Again, it's Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. And his throw here is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
That is caught. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Lawrence going to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Forced out to his left. Lawrence hit him, the ball is free. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Can't really fault the coverage. The ball was tipped. It popped up in the air, but they were unable to complete the tip drill for the interception.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Now inside the 25. Odell Beckham. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out of the locker room. We're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back upstate to Jacksonville and Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
It's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. Thinking now important to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. 71 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
Here's Edwards again on second down. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. 1 play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
ETN up the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 111 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's the rookie from Auburn, Tank Bigsby. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. From the gun, it's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Lawrence will throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here's Edwards again on second down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, this will be incomplete. Rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
And they'll run with ETN. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
Brings up second and goal.
Bigsby is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after 1 play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Powers through, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout, and they hook up again for another big play.
They go with Edwards left side. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Edwards. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down, but they're set up well now.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game. And trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Looking to throw.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Lawrence. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Caught on the right side by Jones.
Here we go, man. Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. They needed 4. They got 8. And it results in a conversion on 4th down. Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
Here we go, Sahan.
Here's Lawrence. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They run once more with Edwards. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A give for Edwards running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type